Did you know there's a car so outrageous, so extreme, it makes a Ferrari look like a shopping cart? I'm talking about the 1970 Plymouth Superbird, a car that's more spaceship than saloon. With its massive rear wing and aerodynamic nose cone, it's a true icon of American muscle car history. This wasn't your average grocery getter. Plymouth only built these beasts for 1 year, and boy was it a year to remember. The Superbird was a homologation special, meaning they had to sell a certain number to the public so it could race. And race it did, but more on that later. Let's just say, this winged warrior was built for speed, and it wasn't afraid to use it. Now you might be thinking, a car this cool must have been everywhere. Wrong. Plymouth only built 1,920 Superbirds, making it rarer than a vegan in a steakhouse. They needed to sell enough to meet NASCAR's rules, and boy did they hit the mark. This limited production run is a big reason why the Superbird is so collectible today. Finding one in good nick is like discovering a winning lottery ticket in your back pocket. It's a surefire way to make your neighbors green with envy. But the rarity isn't just about bragging rights. It speaks to the car's unique purpose and its brief, glorious moment in the spotlight. The Superbird was a shooting star, burning bright and leaving a lasting impression. Let's talk about what's under the hood, shall we? The Superbird packed a punch with its massive 426 Hemi-Phi 8 engine, churning out a monstrous 425 horsepower. That's enough grunt to pull a small planet. This thing was an absolute rocket ship on wheels. 0 to 60 miles per hour, try a blistering 4.8 seconds, which was faster than almost anything else on the road back in 1970. And if you kept your foot planted, you could hit a top speed of 200 miles per hour. Now I know what you're thinking, that wing must be just for show. Wrong again. That massive rear spoiler wasn't just for looks, it kept the car glued to the track at high speeds. It was functional, outrageous, and absolutely brilliant. The Superbird wasn't just about looking good on the street, it was born to race. Plymouth built this winged wonder to dominate NASCAR, and dominate it did. With legendary drivers like Richard Petty behind the wheel, the Superbird tore up the track, leaving its rivals eating its dust. It was a common sight to see this aerodynamic marvel soaring to victory lane, leaving spectators in awe. The Superbird's NASCAR success cemented its place in motorsports history. It proved that bold design and raw power could conquer the competition. And just like that, the legend of the Superbird was born.